Okay, so this is some motivation for those of you who struggle with letting go of bad company. Bad company meaning bad company are people, regardless of their age, regardless of their culture, regardless of their relationship to you, whether they're your parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, homeboy, homegirl, best friend forever, associates, colleague, business partners, co-worker, etc. Okay? Excuse me. Or gang member, etc. Whatever their relationship is to you. These are people who choose to do things that block them from manifesting their identity, from manifesting in their gifts, from manifesting who they were created to be. And they have grown to love it. They are choosing to drown in their actions, and they have no more conviction. Okay? And they despise those who choose to do better and move forward in their life. So if you are somebody that chooses to hang with bad company, and you have been surrounded with bad company regardless of who they are and what relation they are to you in your life, I come to give you some motivation and say bad company is what's corrupting your good character. Bad company corrupts good manners. It corrupts your manners, okay? So if you are someone who is trying to move forward, I come to push you and motivate you and say it's time for you to cut off the bad company. It doesn't matter the relationship to you. What matters is you. You matter as well. Just like they matter, they have to see that they matter and choose to apply themselves and practice things so that they can manifest into their identity. Also, you matter as well. So it's important that you cut off bad company, because bad company, what they have done to their gifts and talents are in a domestic violence with them. They abuse, they mishandle, they have been mistreating their God-given gifts and talents by either doing drugs, addiction to drugs, smoking or abusing marijuana, smoking heroin or crack, whatever it is. They have been tearing down their own gifts, mishandling, mistreating their own gifts, their own talents, to the point where they have lost conviction. They are numb. They have lost feelings and emotions. They are not no more guilty about what they're doing. They have torn down their own identity. And so what they have come together to do is they find and they pray. P-R-E-Y. P-R-E-Y. They prey on people like yourself who are sweet. You're so kind, and you're still positive, and you still are loving. You still are caring. You still are motivated. You still have hope. You still have faith. You still have trust, and you still know that there's more to your life than the ghetto. There's more to your life than projects. There's more to your life than poverty. There's more to your life than debt and lack. There's so much more to your life, and there's things you want to manifest, and you see the vision spiritually, and you keep having these dreams, and you keep going into these trances about your future, and you know that it's real, because not only does it feel real, but it does something on the inside of you, to your mentality, to you spiritually, to you emotionally, to your feelings, all within you, to your inner man. So you know there's much more to life than where you're at naturally. That's not your ending. That's not your destiny. That's just part of your process. So you have people who live their lives like pigs and dogs. They despise sacred things. And you, my friend, are a sacred thing. Sacred thing meaning that you still choose to be positive and apply yourself and practice with moving forward in your life. But at this moment, and for years, for many of you, you haven't been able to do that because you have been held hostage by bad company that you choose to keep bowing down to, compromising with, settling with, disrespecting your body with, even sinning against your body with, meaning doing sexual things with people who you're not even married to. That's blocking you from manifesting you. Because even sex has its place within marriage. Outside of marriage, it is illegal spiritually. Okay, it is illegal, especially if you're serving God. If you're serving God, that's definitely a no-no. No compromisation, no settling with the enemy on anything. So with that being said, this is motivation. Okay, if you're with bad company, people who don't mind, bad company is people who don't mind having sex whenever, wherever, with whomever. They don't mind being out clubbing all in the midnight hours, from 12 a.m. in the mornings up to 6 a.m. in the morning, doing it again for the whole weekend, doing it again throughout the weekday. These are people who don't have no order in their life. They're not neat. They're not organized. They're not strategized. They're not structured. They're loose. They're every which way. They're doing whatever. They may even be lawbreakers. You know, they don't obey the laws of the earth. They don't obey the laws of the land. They don't respect no one. They don't even respect you. And you know these things. You see all these red flags. So I come to motivate you. The choice is up to you. The choice is yours. Excuse me. The choice is up to you. They're not making you. Bad company cannot make you to do anything against your will. You have to be the one to choose to come into agreement with their wrongful actions, their evil, wicked actions. But bad company cannot make you do anything against your will. Just like you can't make them change and do better and want to do better. Guess what? They cannot make you change as well. They cannot go against your will. What keeps happening, beloved, is you keep choosing to do something that even they look at you like you're a fool. That's foolish. That's foolish. So it doesn't matter if it's your parents. It doesn't matter if it's your mom or your dad, because just because they're your mom or dad, they do not have the right to mishandle and mistreat you because you're their child. That is mishandlement and abuse of authority. No, they have to choose to do what's right by you, starting from your childhood, throughout your childhood, and then they will be honorable. So remember, you don't owe them anything. Actually, your parents owe you, because your parents are supposed to treat you accordingly to who you are and raise you up in the way you need to, and steer you and love you and respect you in your adulthood. Not abuse of their authority and provoke you to do stuff and disrespect you, cuss you out, fool around with somebody you used to fool with or you are in a relationship with, just spreading rumors about you or gossiping about you and expect you to honor them. No, that's dishonorable. That parent or those parents are dishonorable. You don't owe them anything. If anything, they owe you some things, okay? And the first thing is an apology. With some love on it. So again, I come to motivate you because bad company, quote unquote, is like pigs and dogs. They despise sacred things. And you, my friend, are a pearl. You are a rare jewel. You are a diamond. And so again, you do not cast yourself before swine. You don't cast yourself before those who function like vicious dogs and savages. You need to stop doing that. Matter of fact, the ball is in your court. They can't make you or force you. This only stops when you choose to stop. When you choose to stop compromising, when you choose to stop making excuses for them, when you choose to stop being so naive, when you choose to stop operating in an identity crisis, when you choose to stop neglecting yourself, when you choose to stop lowering yourself, when you choose to stop putting yourself on a clearance rack for people, when you choose to stop discounting yourself for the bad company, when you choose to stop, when you choose to begin to love yourself, when you choose to see yourself for who you are, when you choose to be high self-esteem, when you choose to be confident, when you choose to be your identity, then this thing stops. When you choose to put a stop to it, you're the one who has to choose to break this. It's on you. It's not on them. We already see where they're at. That's where they choose to be at while they're still living and breathing at the moment. They choose to break the law. They're choosing to rob stores. They're choosing to get into fist fights. They're choosing to jump on people. They're choosing to start fights. They're choosing to bully people. They're choosing to steal from the store and do shoplifting. They're choosing to sleep around and have sex with anybody and things like that carelessly. They're choosing to be on drugs. They're choosing to drop out of school. They're choosing to get into evil and wickedness. It don't matter who it is. Even your family members, they choose to disrespect you. They're choosing to use you to take them to the store and take them where they need to go. They're choosing to make you feel some type of way and burden you down and make you feel like you're the bad guy, manipulate you and make you think you're the crazy one, and it's not them, it's you. They're choosing to manipulate you. They're choosing to deceive you. They're choosing to despise you. They're choosing to mishandle you. They're choosing to mistreat you. And guess what? It's only because of you. You allow it. You keep on going through the same repeated cycles. Your heart keeps getting stabbed at by their abuse. They keep stabbing you in your heart. They keep talking about you behind your back. They're going to keep gossiping about you and backbiting and slandering you and sabotaging you, all because of you allowed this to be done to you. So until you begin to choose to guard and protect you, guard your heart, guard your feelings and emotions with wisdom, with clarity, with love and joy and peace, with knowledge, with healing, with deliverance. When you begin to choose to love you and value you and stop devaluing you, stop clearance racking you, stop discounting you, stop minimizing you, okay? And start loving you. Start becoming convicted about you. Start getting to know and understand you. Start becoming knowledgeable about you. Start loving you for you. And start saying no, no. Start saying no. Stop letting them assault your identity. Stop letting them hold you hostage from manifesting your identity. Stop allowing bad company to cause you to function like their dysfunctionalities. You have to choose to stop this. This stops when you stop allowing it. It all stops when you stop allowing it. When you stop coming into agreement with bad company, no matter if it's your parents, your grandparents, it doesn't matter if it's your culture beliefs. Wrong is wrong, right is right. When it is assaulting your identity, when it is holding you hostage from manifesting you, when it is tearing you down, when it is gossiping about you, when it is hurting your heart, when it is stabbing your heart, when it is betraying you, when it is slandering you, you have to stop it. You have to be the one. You are the root to this. You are the common denominator. You are the factor to this. So when you choose to be serious about you, this will stop. And sometimes some of the bad company will begin to be serious about you too. So this is motivation again. I came to motivate you and say, look, bad company corrupts good character. The bad company is only allowed to do what you allow them to do. They cannot make you or force you to do anything against your will. It is so important. It is so imperative that you stop settling, stop compromising for domestic violence relationships with bad company, where they come to do to you what's already been done to them because they allow themselves to be that way. They allow themselves to be torn down that way. But that does not mean you should choose to be miserable with miserable people. Bad company corrupts good character. Bad company corrupts your morals. Bad company will corrupt your gifts. Bad company despises your gifts. They despise your identity. They despise your high self-esteem. Because remember, they have already come into agreement with and drowned in it in their life of a domestic violence against their own gifts. So at the moment, they choose to function as swine. And so pigs and dogs despise sacred things. You are a pearl. You are a sacred thing. When are you going to start acting like it? When are you going to start functioning that way? When are you going to start walking it out? When are you going to start being that? Even if you have to fake it till you make it, don't go by your feelings and emotions. Force yourself to start walking this thing out. Walk in high self-esteem. Begin to go towards your gifts. Get back into school. Go pursue that college. Put in the application. Go to the military station office. Go in there and talk to them. Get yourself ready to go. Do what you need to do. Go in the direction of manifesting yourself. not in the direction with bad company of destroying and killing yourself and your gifts and your talents. This is not your portion to be staying connected to bad company. So what are you supposed to do, you say? Cut the bad company off. Stop talking to them. It doesn't matter if they're your parents. It doesn't matter about tradition and religious belief. You have the right to be respected. You deserve to be respected. You need to be respected. But you will not get that from bad company if all you keep doing is bowing down to swine, to people who despise pearls. They despise sacred things like yourself. And they will not respect you when they see and discern, observe, and notice you don't respect you. You don't love you. When they see you don't know you. You don't comprehend you. You don't understand you. And you don't see you for who you are. Because if you did, you would never have came into an agreement with bad company. You will pray for them, love them from afar, and keep it moving, but you would not have settled and compromised for bad company, including family members. So, I motivate you to do what it takes and is required and necessary for you to be free in your identity, in your gifts, in your feelings, in your emotions, in your heart, in your mind, in you in totality. It's imperative, it's important, because it makes no sense to complain about being done wrong by your parents, by family members, by exes, or by somebody you're in a counterfeit relationship with, or by people that you're in a gang with, or by people that's supposed to be your friends. That's not friends. If you're getting torn down and you're getting done the way they was done, that's not love. Love is what love does. So you have to choose to cut people off, block them in your cell phone, block them on social media, delete, don't look back, get rid of pictures, stop talking to certain family members for a season. Doesn't matter if they get offended. It doesn't matter how they feel, because guess what? They didn't care about how you feel. They didn't choose to consider you. They didn't choose to consider how your heart felt. When they gossiped about you, when they slandered you, when they sabotaged you, when they used you for your car, use you for your home, use you because you're so nice, or, oh, you serve the Lord. They were using you because they saw you had a good heart. You were just another target for them to stab in your heart and leave a trail of blood. A trail of blood. And they walk in your blood and go to the next victim. So remember, these people did not choose to consider you. So why are you considering them? That's your problem. This is about you, not them. Bad company has been corrupting you, from your parents to your siblings to people that you grew up with in school or in the neighborhood, people you went to school with, people you in the military with, people who you, wherever you're on the job with. Bad company, don't matter their position. I don't care if they are a supervisor or a manager. Bad company corrupts good character. Bad company has been corrupting you. That's why you're depressed, you're sad, you're heartbroken, you crying, you're emotional. Now you're thinking about committing suicide. No, that's a lie. We don't give in to that. Pick yourself up. Pick up your gifts. Pick back up your feelings and emotions. Pick back up your heart and put it back in its rightful place. Pick back up your mind and teach it how to think correctly. You know what to do. You were made fearfully and wonderfully. This is not an issue for you. You don't need them. They need you. You're not a pig. You're not a dog. You're not swine. You're the pearl. You are the sacred thing. And there are other pearls and sacred things waiting to be divinely and spiritually and naturally connected to someone like you, because they are pearls and they are sacred things too. And like people attract each other. You are not common. That is not your like people. Bad company. That's not your like people. Disconnect. Show yourself some respect. Keep it moving. And bad company, neglect. Doesn't matter if they're your parents. Again, it doesn't matter the relationship they have to you. What matters is you not allowing death to you anymore. So no more excuses, no more justifications. Treat them like they're cancerous. Excuses and justifications now for you are dead. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. It's time for you to make a choice. Either you're going to choose to pick yourself up and live and experience life the way it was intended to be for you and be free, or you're going to continue on compromising and settling and make excuses and justifications for people that clearly don't love you and they're bad company. As they used to say in the streets, put up or shut up. What you gonna do? No more excuses. Because when you're fed up, you get rid of the excuses. You get fed up with your own excuses and justifications for people who never chose to consider you, never chose to love you, and never chose to be a pearl and a sacred thing to you. This is motivation. I dedicate this to you.